Then in the last couple rounds, we had a couple of D tackles coming off the board in Caleb Brantley, Joey Ivie as well. Brantley goes with pick number 185 to the Cleveland Browns, Ivie to the Dallas Cowboys. Brantley, more of the star in college, but not a whole lot of separation in regards to NFL evaluation if you look at the draft selections.
Yeah, Mark, the thing about Brantley was about a week before the draft, he got kind of popped for a sexual abuse, assault, whatever. So probably first round, second round talent. But the scary thing there is, the Cleveland's kind of taking a chance on him until more of this situation comes out. It was reported that he hit a female in a bar. But there's a lot of evidence, and some people are out there saying he did nothing of the sorts. He just put his hands on her in not a non-violent fashion. So all that's kind of getting figured out. Cleveland's taking a chance on him late in the draft, probably not losing much of anything. If it pans out for Caleb Brantley, great. And he's won. If you go back and watch that LSU game last year, he was a one-man wrecking crew. You remember the goal line stands Florida had in that game? Caleb Brantley was the anchor in every one of those. So you're getting somebody who can get in the backfield, kind of a little bit of Sharif Floyd in him. I think if you want to go back, Sharif Floyd, Dominic Easley, that kind of type of domination you saw at times, not as much as those guys, but you saw it enough to where, there's enough to pick up. Sharif Floyd, Dominic Easley, neither one have done much in the NFL, so can he kind of buck the trend and be one of those dominant defensive tackles out Florida that actually translate to the NFL? And Joey Ivie, he's your kind of bring your lunch pail type of guy who won't show up a lot in the stats, but he was that anchor on the defensive line to where the linebackers could come up and make their plays. He ate up space. He caused the offensive line some problems, not in the backfield a lot, but he was that space eater to where those linebackers could come up and make their plays. So NFL needs guys like that too. And Joey Ivie, you could one bet he'll give his 100% every time he's out there.
Of course, it depends on defensive scheme. It depends on the attention that the other D tackle in particular and other players on the field garnish. But when you get up near 10 tackles for loss at D tackle, that's usually pretty impressive. And those were the numbers turned in by Caleb Brantley in particular, with 7 2 years ago, along with 3 sacks. And last year's 9.5 tackles for loss and 2.5 sacks. David Waters, join him on Gators Breakdown. You can catch that on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube just about every week. And as we get near the football season, I know David will be adding some a number of shows there during the course of the week, 1 or 2 per week out of David. So if you love Florida football and by extension, you follow the SEC and college football, you got to catch David on Gators Breakdown. David, we appreciate the time, man.
Thanks so much, Mark.